Hello everyone, I'm here to talk about my strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats I have gained from working at a law firm for 5 years as an intern, as a student, as a law student. So the strength I gained from working at a law firm was the fact that it gave me an opportunity and a leverage over my mates because I was gaining practical experience of law. I was gaining the practical experience of law and not just theory based experience. The weakness it gave me was the fact that because I was a student, I was inexperienced. So whenever I made suggestions at the law firm, people would not take my suggestions seriously. The opportunity it gave me was the fact that I was able to network with experienced lawyers. I was able to network with lawyers who were already practicing. The threat I experienced from this was the fact that because I was in the midst of experienced lawyers, it made me feel like I was not good enough because I had gained no form of experience, basically. So these are my strength weaknesses. I remember one time I followed my boss to the court. I followed my boss and the lawyer that I was attached to the court, and my boss asked me to sit beside him in court. So normally, whenever I'm in court, most times I press my phone because I do not understand the procedural law of court proceedings because the procedural law is something that is taught in law school. So I did not understand fully, so I would usually press my phone. So this fateful day, I sat beside my boss, my boss was listening to the proceedings and he saw me pressing my phone. Guess what my boss did? My boss slapped my leg and asked me to start taking notes of the proceedings. So even though I did not understand what I was listening to, I was taking notes and I was just writing everything I heard because he asked me to take notes of the proceedings. So this is one story I had to tell from my experience as an intern from working at the law firm, basically. Another experience I had at the law firm was the fact that I was working one day and my boss called me to his office, and I thought I had gotten in trouble for something, but no, opposite was the case. He told me that he liked the way I was working and that he would like to start paying me a little stipend. And he loves how dedicated I was at work and how I was always eager to learn new things at the office and gather more experience. So my boss called me to his office to sort of congratulate me for my good work ethic and to start paying me a little stipend as a law firm intern. So I was working as an intern, yet I was getting paid. That's another interesting story I had as from working as an intern or in a law firm, basically. So one other experience I had while working as an intern at a law firm here in Abuja was the fact that we were having our weekly meeting on this fateful day, and there was an issue that came up during the meeting, and suggestions were asked for. Like the boss asked for suggestions, and no one really had anything to say. Then I had something to say, just sort of like a solution to present to my boss to see if he would consider it. Basically, so he asked me what I wanted to say, and I said what I wanted to say. And guess what he said? He said we would consider it another time. And I waited thinking the other time would be maybe next week or sometime next month. Guess what? My suggestion was never considered. And that's one of the weaknesses I talked about in my previous video. Whenever you're in the midst of experienced people and you're inexperienced, you would not be taken seriously, basically. One thing I know I did while interning at a law firm here in Abuja was the fact that I attended the annual general meeting that was hosted for lawyers every year, and I attended this meeting. And surprisingly to me, I found these meetings very interesting. I thought that the fact that I was not yet a lawyer, that I would not find the meeting interesting, but I found the meetings very interesting, and it gave me an opportunity to network with lawyers, to network with experienced lawyers. I made some friends who were already lawyers who I have contacts of to this day. So internship gives you an opportunity to network, basically. You get an opportunity to network and you get an opportunity to learn from people who have gone ahead of you.
Just for me. Just for me. And it's gonna be. And it's gonna be. Hey! Listen, I don't know about you, but I'm excited about my future. Why? It's gonna be big.